In the last class, we have seen basics of square and square root. That is, the square of the even number is even and the square of the odd number is odd. And in this video, we'll try to understand some more interesting facts. So here we have adding triangular numbers. For example, we have one circle here. We have three circles, or we can say three balls. Then we have 6 balls here, and then we have 10 balls here. So let us try to understand an interesting pattern, what's happening here. So if I combine the two consecutive triangle numbers, we get a perfect square. Now for example, here you have 3 balls here, and on this number 3 I'm going to take it down, and this one here is going to be added. So here you get 3 plus 1 gives me 4. 4 is square of 2. So here I can get 2 square is 4. Now here let us move forward. Here I have 6 balls here, 6 colored balls, and I'm going to add 3. Imagine this is the 6. I'm going to take it down, and I'm going to take 3 balls here. This is blue one, the another blue one, and the another yellow one. So if you add this now, 6 plus 3 gives me 9, and you know that 3 into 3 gives me 9, or 3 square is 9. So you, by this time you might have guessed what's going to happen in the next. Here I'm going to take this 10 balls, and here I'll write 10 plus. Now I'm going to take the 6 balls from the left side. So you have the 1, the second one, the third one, the fourth, fifth one, and the sixth one. So I'm taking 6 balls from the left hand side. I'm adding 10 plus 6 gives me 16, and 16 is nothing but 4 square. So 4 square gives me 16. Now the numbers between square numbers. So let us try to understand a beautiful pattern which is happening here. I am writing the numbers 1 to 25, and the yellow colored numbers are the perfect squares, that is 1, 4, 9, 16 and 25. Now look at this beautiful pattern here. This is 1 square, this is 2 square, 3 square, 4 square and 5 square. Observe the interesting pattern between two consecutive square numbers. So between 1 and 4 you have 2 numbers. Between 4 and 9 you have 4 numbers. Between 9 and 16 you have 6 numbers. Between 16 and 25 you have 8 numbers. So look at this, 2, 4, 6, 8. The number is increasing in the two consecutive tables. So the two non-square numbers between the two square numbers, 1 square and 4. Then in the same way you have 4 non-square numbers. Then you have 6 non-square numbers, and then you have 8 non-square numbers between the two squares, that is 16 and 25. Okay, so the numbers of terms between two square numbers follow the pattern 2. That is, you have to remember 2 table, that is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Okay, there will be that many numbers between two perfect square. Okay, so now adding odd numbers. This is one more important properties or a kind of a question that you should understand. Now here I have odd numbers written from 1 to 31. That is 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15. It goes on till 31. Now I'm going to add this number one by one. So now let's add these consecutive numbers one by one. This is 1. 1 square gives me 1. And if I take 1 plus 3, look at this now. I'm going to take 1 plus 3 gives me 4. 4 is nothing but 2 square. Now if I take 1 plus 3 plus 5, I'm going to take 1 plus 3 plus 5. It gives me 9. 9 is nothing but 3 square. If I take 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7, so it gives me 16. 16 is nothing but 4 square. If I take 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9, it gives me 25. It is 5 square. If I add 11 also, I get 36. It is 6 square. Now if I add number 13 also, I get 49. That is 7 square. Like this, if I keep adding 15, I get 64, and it is 8 square. Okay, so it's a property which is going to save our time in exam if the question is add the first 5 odd numbers, something like that. Okay, we'll do questions based on that. Now just look at this now. If I add the odd numbers from 1 to 17, okay, I get 9 square, that is 81. And if I take 19 also, I get 10 square, that is 100. Now let us try to understand the product of two consecutive even or odd numbers. Very interesting fact here. Imagine this formula, that is a plus 1 into a minus 1. You get a square minus 1. So let us take two consecutive odd numbers, 11 and 13. So I'm going to take 11 and 13, and if I ask you multiply 11 and 13, you are going to take time. But now here we have a shortcut. So this 11 and 13, you have a mid number, that is 12. Okay, 12 is in the middle, 11, 12 and 13. So the 12 is the hidden number. I take 12 and I write 12 plus 1, and then I write 12 minus 1. So 12 plus 1 is nothing but 13, and 12 minus 1 is nothing but 11. So on the right hand side you can see a formula that I have written a plus 1 into a minus 1. The formula becomes a square minus 1. So here what I do, I will directly write 12 square minus 1 square. Okay, so you know that 12 square is 144. So 144 minus 1 gives me 143. So that's the answer. In the similar way, can you just multiply 12 and 14? So you know that between 12 and 14 we have a number that is 13. So I can write this as 13 plus 1 into 13 minus 1. 13 square minus 1, that is 169, minus 1 gives me 168. In the similar way, you can proceed with this question also. 23 into 25 gives me 24 square minus 1. And then here you have 19 plus 1 and 19 minus 1. That is the answer, 19 square minus 1. So you can use this shortcut in your examination to save time. Some more patterns in the square numbers. Now let us try to observe some pattern. For example, you have 1 square, you have 11 square, you have 101 square, then you have 1111 square. So you just count how many 1 you have. Okay, and just see on the right hand side what happens. So now here on 1 square answer is 1, 11 square is 121, then you have 1 2 3 2 1, then you have 1 2 3 4 3 2 1, 1 2 3 4 5 4 3 2 1. What's happening here? You have to count how many 1 you have. So let us try to go back. So this is only 1 square, 1. Now 11 square, how many 1 you have in the 11? We have 2. So that's why I write 1 2 1. Next 111 square, that is you have 3 1 there. So what I do, 1 2 3, then again I'll write 2 1. The next I can see 4 11 4 1 I have, so I'll just going to write 1 2 3 4 and then 3 2 1. In the similar way you keep going. Okay, you get the answer. So this is one beautiful pattern in the squares. Next pattern, let us try to understand. 7 square gives me 49. Then you have 67 square, it gives me 4489. Then you have 667 square, it gives me 444,889. In this way the pattern moves forward. Okay, and you get this answer. So this is how a beautiful pattern takes place in the squares. Next, let us try to understand the pattern and the missing digits. Now for example, you have 11 square, 121. 101 square gives me 10201. 1001 square gives me 1002001. Now here you have to keep in mind, look at the pattern, alternate zeros you have. Okay, now here if you see 101 square, you have 10201 alternately. Okay, I'm going to write 2, then again I'll write 0, then again I'll write 1. Now here you have 00, so what I do, put 00 between 2 and then answer. Now if I write this, so how many zeros you have now here? You have 4 zeros. So you have to tell me how many zeros will come between 2 and after 2. And here I have totally 6 zeros. Now you're going to tell me here what comes first and how many zeros and what will be the answer. So look at this now. The same number of zeros before and after 2, after the digit 2 as it was in original. Okay, so here this is the answer. Observing the above pattern we have. Okay, so here you have 4 zeros before 2 and 4 zeros after 2. Now here you have 6 zeros before 2 and 6 zeros after 2. Okay, next let us try to move next type of pattern. So this we have just seen right now. Now the next pattern becomes 10101. Okay, 10101. So here you have zeros, only 1 0 alternatively, and the number keeps on increasing, that is 2 3 4 5. Okay, like this. So you have these numbers. Okay, now you are going to tell me the answer for this by following the pattern which was in the original number. Put zeros after every alternate number. Now for example, observing the above, we have the answer is this: 1 0 2 0 3 0 4 0, again 3 0 2 0 1. You have to ascend, decrease. Okay, next you have 1010 like this. Okay, this is the answer for the last question. Okay. Next, using the given pattern, find the missing number. 1 square plus 2 square plus 2 square gives me 3 square. Okay, you can just calculate, and I'll just tell you the question here. You're going to tell me the missing numbers. Ready? Now you get 2 square plus 3 square plus 6 square. It gives me how much? It gives me 7 square, that is 49. Now here 3 square plus 4 square plus 12 square, it gives me 169, that is 13 square. Now here 4 square plus 5 square plus dash gives me 21 square. So you have to tell me what comes in the place of that empty blank, that is dash. Now next, 5 square plus dash square plus 30 square gives me 31 square. Okay, so now you are going to tell me what comes in that empty spaces. So here there is a beautiful pattern. You can see 3-digit numbers. I'm going to multiply the first and the two. Okay, so try to understand. What is the pattern here? What's happening here? The third number is related to the first and the second number. You see on the left hand side, take the first question. 1 square plus 2 square plus 2 square. The first number is 1, the second number is 2, and the third number is also 2. So there is relation between all these three numbers. Now we'll see this, what is that? And the fourth number is also relatable. So what is that relation? Very simple. The third number is a product of the first two numbers. Very easy. Now look here now. The first question, look at the first question here. 1 square plus 2 square plus 2 square. The first number is 1, the second number is 2, and the third number is 2. If I ask you, the first number is 1 and the second is 2, multiply 1 and 2, what do you get? You get 2. So the third number is 2 square. Okay, in the same way, look at the second question. You have 2 square, 3 square and 6 square. Okay, so what is the answer of 2 into 3? 2 into 3 gives me 6. So look at the third question. 3, 4, 12. Okay, so what is 3 into 4? 3 into 4 gives me 12. So once again, you have to take 12 square. So that is how you are going to find the third number. So now tell me the question here, 4 square plus 5 square plus dash square. So what are you going to do? You are going to multiply 4 into 5. Okay, so 4 into 5 gives me 20. Okay, so I can easily find out what is the third digit, but now I have to find the fourth digit also. Okay, so look at this. This is what the property I was talking about. Okay, and now the fourth number can be obtained by adding 1 to the third number. See, the third number is 2, 6, 12. It is highlighted, right? You just add that, add 1 to that numbers. For example, 2 plus 1 gives me 3. So the right hand side becomes 3 square. 6 plus 1 gives me 7. It becomes 7 square. 12 plus 1 gives me 13. It becomes 13 square. Okay, so in the same way, if I keep adding, okay, I get the answer for all the questions. Okay, I hope you understood. Now without adding, find the sum. Now this we have just seen the properties of adding the odd numbers. Okay, I have just shown you 1 to 25. So once again, let us do it. So 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9. Simple, you just count how many odd numbers you have. You have here 5. So 5 square is 25. So the answer will be 25. Here you can count, okay, the odd numbers. This property we have just done few minutes back. So the first question, the sum of the first 5 odd numbers is 5 square, that is 25. Next, the second question, the sum of the first 10 odd numbers is 10 square, that is 100. And the third one is 12 square, that is 144. I hope you understood the shortcut. Next, express 49 as the sum of 7 odd numbers. Okay, I'm going to express this into 7 odd numbers. So imagine 49 is 7 square. Okay, so I have to express this. So I'll write like 1 plus 3. First 7 odd numbers you have to write it. That's it. Next, for 121, that is 11 square. So you have to write down the first 11 odd numbers. That's it. So it's so simple. Next, how many numbers lie between the squares of the following numbers? So between 12 square and 13 square, how many numbers lies? So 12 square and 13 square, that is a question. Just multiply 12 into 2 gives me 24. Now here the next question is 25 and 26. So how many numbers lies between 25 square and 26 square? Just multiply 25 into 2, it gives me 50. Now here you have 99 square and 100 square. Multiply 99 into 2, it gives me 198. That's the answer. Next, finding the square of a number without actual multiplication. So here this is the formula. to find the square of 39. So I'm going to use a formula, that is a plus b the whole square. The formula is a square plus 2ab plus b square. So the number 39, look at this now carefully. 39 can be written as 30 plus 9. Yes or no? 39 can be written as 30 plus 9. So now use the formula. So here a is 30 and b is 9. So what I do, this is the formula. You can take down in your notebook, a square plus 2ab plus b square. So what I going to do, I am going to multiply 30 square, 2 into 30 into 9 plus 9 square. So this becomes 900. If I solve this, I get 540 plus 81. So answer is 1521. So let us try to solve one more question, 42 square. So 40 plus 2 gives me 42. So here a is 40 and b is 2. So use the formula a square plus 2ab plus b square. So the final answer is, when you solve this, you get 1764. Okay. So this is the formula which I was talking about. A plus b the whole square, a square plus 2ab plus b square. So you can solve this question now. 32 can be written as 30 plus 2, that is 30 square plus 2 into 30 into 2 plus 2 square. Okay, so when you solve this, you get the answer 1024. In the last video, we have seen the shortcut of finding 35 square. So this is 30 plus 5. So you can write down directly 4 into 3. Okay, but this is with the help of the formula 30 square plus 2 into 30 into 5 plus 5 square. This is the answer 1225. So without wasting time, you can use shortcut. So try this. 86 can be written as 80 plus 6, and this is how you are going to do it. 80 square plus 2 into 80 into 6 plus 6 square. So the answer is 7396. Next, 93 square can be written as 90 plus 3 square. So the a becomes 90 and b becomes 3. So you are going to write 90 square plus 2 into 90 into 3 plus 3 square. This is the final answer, 8649. So try this by yourself. 71, 70 plus 1 the whole square. I'll just directly show you the answers. The answer will become here 5041. 46 can be written as 40 plus 6. So 40 square plus 2 into 40 into 6 plus 6 square. So the answer is 2116. So I hope that you understood some of the basics, interesting pattern what we have seen here. And this important formula, that is a plus b the whole square, is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. See you in the next class. Thank you.